Hello, hello. All right, so this is a bonus general message. And I actually already recorded one and it is having all kinds of problems processing again. So I'm going to do another one live and then that other one will come out much later, probably like 15 to 17 hours from now. But hey, that's okay. Maybe that one is supposed to come out with a little bit of a delay. You know what I'm going to do though? I'm going to use the same deck of cards that I used in part one. I always start those bonus messages with something cute that my doggy actually did. And I'm not going to talk about him again this time because I already did in the other one. There's a million adorable things that I could tell you about my dog, but let's just get into the story and let's just say, all right, so if something didn't work out the first time and it's on delay, that's the message right now. And we just got the 8 of Wands in the reverse. So some kind of you notice how we've got this little crazy duck driving this car. Now you notice that the car is made out of a lynx, and a lynx represents secrets. And this should be a card of communication coming in. But it would be in the form of letters. This is like the little postal carrier, but the letters are being, like just because the erratic driving here, the letters are kind of like blasting out of the back and going all over the place. So this is in the reverse, but we can already kind of see why maybe a letter didn't actually arrive, or a message didn't get delivered, or some kind of it's almost like someone maybe hasn't yet figured out how to reveal what they need to, or maybe there was a breakdown in communication, like an accidental, a lost email or something like that. But it could be all for the best, right? Because like I said, I already did a video. It's not coming out yet because it's still processing and will be all the way until tomorrow. So that's why I'm doing another one live. And this is like communication and action isn't happening right now. It's maybe being delayed. But maybe that's good, because whatever the communication would have only been half of what needed to be said. Things would have been lost in translation. Maybe it was going to be a mess. Maybe that's why there is a missed connection here, but I think it's going to be a good thing in this case. Ongoing awakening. Good to see you, sweetheart. Hi, Claudia, Lena Lee, Carol Sessford, peace and love. So glad to see you guys. Yes, indeed, the Virgo video I just posted. You're absolutely right. Peace and love. Okay, so our character, we've got a 6 of Swords. Somebody is moving on. She's the one who didn't get the message. Okay, she's moving on and she's standing on the hippopotamus. The hippopotamus represents chaos. She is moving on, like, and chaos is now something that she's mastered. She's letting go of a situation. She's maybe about to travel. She's about to move. She's about to be like totally gone. She's the one who was supposed to have received a message but didn't. And guess what? Remember how I said I had to do a take 2 to get this video out? Well, we have a Knight of Swords come rushing in. Somebody, I'm going to say this is maybe a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, somebody that tried to send a message. The message didn't receive or didn't land in her lap somehow. A text didn't go through, something. They're thinking about it like, she's slipping away. She didn't get my message. She didn't see what I said, or maybe I didn't take action when I should have. Maybe I didn't finish telling her something that was really important, and now she's slipping away. And holy smokes, I better, like, their wisdom or their guides, or the owls can represent those on the other side of the rainbow bridge. Something is telling them, hurry up. They need to put their foot on the gas pedal here. They need to fly on in as fast as possible. Maybe they need to get on a flight. Maybe every fiber of their being, again with the owl, this is our Hierophant card. It's like their higher self, their guides, their ancestors, everybody is screaming at them. That's the one you want to marry. You don't let that person slip away. This is touch and go. She's just about gone. Where's she going? Hold on. We got a kitty cat over here going someplace. She does have a little baby kitten with her. Maybe somebody has a child. She's going to her 9 of Cups. Wherever she's headed is going to be so satisfying. She ain't ever coming back. So if they don't stop her now, if they don't catch her, if they don't get that message to her, which really is just that they need to communicate to her. If they don't do that, she's going to end up with somebody. All right, this is going to be a very precise storytelling, and it's just going to go the way it's going to go. She may wind up moving on, meeting somebody that's older than her, somebody very well established, someone who she will fall for, and she'll have a very satisfying life. It'll be very fulfilling. She'll want for nothing, that kind of vibe. Now, I don't read for gender, so remember, this is not gender specific at all. I just go off of, what we see on the cards. She turned her back on chaos. And remember, even if she had been in communication with whomever this this Knight of Swords person was, look at how her communication with them, even when she did communicate with them, would have been filled with chaos. I mean, come on, they come screaming in, tearing in like in a race car. Everything is like high octane. It's super fast. There's always mystery. There's always erratic behavior. There's inconsistent. There's messages missed. There's information that is left out. There's always drama and intensity. No wonder she said, I'm riding this chaos hippo into calmer waters. I'm not doing, I don't want to live in your crazy world. Oh, that song by Luke Nelson and the Reels is in my head right now. I hope you find yourself before I find myself another lover. Love that song. Love Luke Nelson. This is, we can see why she's letting this go. And she's about to meet somebody else, someone who will be, this will probably be the person that she will spend a very like prosperous and comfortable life with. They could be a person who's retired, who has quite a bit of wealth or something along those lines. I'm just going off of what we see on the card here. A lot of abundance that would be very thrilled to have her in their life. So if this kind of wild individual who does want to marry her really realizes in the last second that they have got to take action, because every fiber of their being, every guide they have, every ancestor they have is screaming it in their ear, you're going to lose her forever. This is it. You go catch her before she's gone. She's already gone. She's in motion already. They have to catch up to her at this point if they're going to have a chance with her. Temperance is sideways. We still don't know, will they have an opportunity, or will she look at them as a wolf? You're just chasing me now. It's sideways. They may not be able to win her back, but every part of them says, but I need to marry her. Well, why didn't you think about that before? King of Cups. They did. They thought about it a lot. They dreamed about it for like a long freaking time. But why? Why did they sit there and love her but not take action? We have got Knight of Pentacles, slow moving. By the way, when I release the other bonus general message, the one that is still in processing mode and will be for like the next 15 hours, when I release it tomorrow, you're going to see that some of these cards were in that other video also. Like so many of these have come out. Both of these knights came out and they were major factors in that other storytelling. When that one comes out, I'll link it to the end of this video so it's a little easier to find. But we have them moving so slowly. They have lived their life like an armadillo. They were absolutely like always about protecting themselves, everything. And maybe they did live life on a battlefield to some extent, but they have taken such a long time. Now, maybe they were working on something very important. Maybe, the life bogged them down. I mean, you don't become an armadillo tank because life is bubbles and champagne, right? You become an armadillo tank because everything is about like life is freaking hard, and it's this, tumultuous and even, dangerous terrain. That may have been what their life was. I'm not saying dangerous, but they viewed like maybe emotions as like, oh, that's so dangerous to let your heart get involved, or to me though, this looks like they had other really significant issues to deal with in life, so it bogged them down. This person has not been out playing the field. They may think a lot about passion. They are probably a deeply passionate person, but they have not They have not moved forward swiftly. They have been like plodding forward toward her, one little painfully slow, track of a tank at a time. What is it that's making them like freak out right now and say, I have to go get her. I have to go get her. I have to go get her. Oh man, again with the snail. Well, we have a 7 of Pentacles first off in the reverse. That's it. There's no more time. There's no more, oh, I'll keep growing and then someday I'll be ready. It's like, nope, the hedgehogs in the trees are ripe. That's just what I'm saying, because that's what I see, little hedgehogs growing in the trees. It's now. It's now or it's never. There is no more time. We've got this. I know it's still with it. We have the U.S. postal system here riding on the back of this snail. They can't. They have taken so long to communicate. And at this point in time, they know it. They know that it's long past the date that they should have spoken up. But they only just now have the courage. Here's our strength card. They only just now have the courage to face her because she's their empress. We already said somehow this is the person that they want to marry. She's the empress. No wonder they've been terrified, because when they come forward to her, they have to come forward with everything. It has to be the full-on marriage proposal. I think that it's like they're not allowed to talk to her again unless they walk in with a marriage proposal. I mean, I really think that's what it would take in this case. Why? That sounds really intense, but why do I say that? Let's see. Because any other pages, like, hey, I'm interested in you. How's it going? A little page of wands, and it's going to be like, to hell with you. Don't even talk to me. And this 8 of Swords, this is the one 8 of Swords card that I always think of like, I have blocked you out. I want to be protected from you. You don't ever get to come toward me again with these little page energies. You don't ever get to come and talk to me again. I look at you as an alligator, somebody that just like is, no, you're like dangerous to me. I don't want you. I put my heart in a cage and I will not let you come toward me. The 8 of Swords can be a card of like being stuck, but this is the only one that I ever look at where I say, no, it's like, I'm protecting myself from this person. I don't want them coming toward me. So the only thing, and it's probably all because it's like, I've had plenty of your hippo of chaos, and I've also had plenty of your little mind games or your little tiny amounts of interest, and it's always just chaos, and it's always just it makes me feel like I'm not valuable, and I won't do that again to myself. So I'm protecting myself against you at this point. That's a pretty big, I mean, obviously they must have messed this one up pretty good, whoever this is, to make the other person feel like that. We already saw kind of why that happened, but what is this now? I mean, well, we got a Queen of Swords. It's all about the truth. It's all about, like, she has boundaries, man. She has nothing but boundaries. Anybody who has they've been down that road of dealing with somebody's chaos and has really gotten fed up and said, all you are is a bunch of words and a bunch of scattered energy, and it just makes a big old mess. It's like you walk into my house and it's like a tornado rips through, and it's like a tornado rips through my heart also. You don't have any right to do that. You better know who you are, or you don't come knocking on my door. You better know what you want, or you don't even open those lips and start talking to me. I know who I am. You're supposed to know who you are, or you're not allowed to come in. I mean, that's just how it is. That's the expectation, is that if you approach me, you know, and you notice she's an owl too. She got wise also. Her ancestors, her guides said, darling, put up boundaries with this person. Tell them they have to be better than what they have been. Tell them what you actually want and what you actually expect. And either they match up to that, or you forever let them go, because their life's going to be cleaner and better and happier to have a boundary set. That's what it looks like her guides said to her. So she listened. She listened and she let this person go. And they're the ones that are going to have to come racing on back in. We got an Ace of Wands in the reverse. Good. They can't just come in with a bunch of passion. This is not, we've already seen they kind of have to come in, not kind of, let me not, there's no, this storyline has no room for maybes and none of that. This is only a blunt, like they either come in on one knee and they put forth a proposal of marriage and they're 100% in, and it's all the real deal at this point. Nothing's held back. Their whole heart is invested and they make the biggest offer of their life and they mean it, or there's no point in even approaching, because nothing but that will actually work in this. This is the Three of Cups. This is it's not about passion, it's about cooperation. It's a gentleness. It's like we've got these little kittens in an eggshell. All of this says there's a fragility here. This relationship is on fragile ground. For them to get back together would be fragile, and that's why it would have to be handled with so much care. All of this says you don't leave kittens out in an ocean. You never do that. You never leave anything out in the ocean, but especially not something this gentle, this fragile. This needs to be handled very carefully and with love and with tenderness, not with chaos, not with a hurricane of feelings and then they rush away again and then they don't talk and then they're plodding along slowly. They need to get out of their battlefield mode and they need to come forward and completely be steadfast, be that King of Cups. They feel all this emotion. There's absolutely no excuse for them not to come in and give all of it, 100%, not holding back at all. Otherwise, they can't be with her. Well, I shouldn't say there's no reason for them not to. Nobody has to do what they don't want to do. But in this case, this Two of Pentacles and this Five of Cups, it's like I said, they know this could be still ending and they don't get her. They don't know if it's too late at this point. If the two of them, it's so funny because even though this is a Two of Pentacles, I always think of this more as a Two of Cups because they're riding on the same llama that's a conjoined twin. And we have twins riding on twin conjoined llamas, right? We have this energy where they already know that this is my person, but it might be that we never can pull together in the same direction because I held back for so long. I took too long to come in. Maybe this is just going to be, there's a part of them. This is like the fear messenger in their ear that says, it's too late. It's not going to work. This is just going to be a devastating loss, especially if you come in now. She's just going to tell you no. This is the part of them that is like, but what if it's a no? What if it's a no? What if it's a no? Well, it could be a no, but if they don't just take action and give it everything they've got, especially because they didn't give it all they got before, they were in chaos mode. If they don't do something that really matters in their life and give it everything that they have and lay themselves on the line, if they don't have the courage to do that, it will definitely be this kind of a loss. So it's a little bit like this way, they at least have a chance if they just go for it. Otherwise, it will definitely be a loss. And they can feel that Five of Cups regardless. So to be afraid of like, well, what if I come in and then I lose her still? Well, if you don't come in, you definitely lose her. So where's the one chance that you've got is to actually show up. Alchemy, thank you so much, sweetheart. You angel. Thank you. That's a beautiful donation. They are still, we've got an Emperor in the reverse and we have the Ten of Cups. They still think there's no way I'm going to match her, but she's the only one I can see this happiness with. They finally have the courage to come forward, but they still think that they're not good enough. Oh, baby, don't feel that way. Come on, Emperor. You got the spirit of a badger. This Emperor is freaking fantastic. This is somebody who's strong. This is somebody who, I don't know why they struggle so much to feel worthy. It's like they put her on a pedestal. She was too far above them, but that's their happiness. But they still think, I'm not going to be able to hold on to her. Why? Why do they think that? Let's get one more here. Star card. She's there. She's exactly what they want. This is their wish come true. And they just can't help themselves. This is still so scary. They know that this is what they want. It's undeniable. They want to reach out and grab a hold of this, and they just are terrified. They're just terrified of this because it's everything they've ever wanted. So, we got this this four of cups. There's the ultimate thing has always just been they've idealized this to the point where they feel like it's not going to work, but they're not looking at things with proper eyes, right? You know, this cat has two different eyes. That's not the way to look at anything. They've got a very skewed vision of themselves and of what they can achieve. Maybe their life has been particularly difficult and they always think anytime I find something that I want, that's always the thing that I don't get. It's always the thing that doesn't want me. That Four of Cups, that continued, I don't like the fact that we have somebody back here on this family painting. I'm going to go ahead and say right now, and it's, you know, in a position of power and authority hanging on the wall above those cups there. I almost feel like, did this person have some kind of like, you know, overbearing ancestors, some overwhelming like father figure, something like that, that's completely like contributed to why this person never thinks that they're good enough and that anything that they wish for will somehow always be out of reach? Because why is their vision so skewed? You know, why do they have one red eye all the time? And they also kind of look a little bit like stiff and a little bit petrified, even like anything that they want, it stresses them out so much. I think that they're going to go ahead and do this because every piece of their inner wisdom, though, keeps saying, this is your empress, this is the person that you want to marry. I know it's scary. I know that you're terrified that it won't work. But if this is the person that you want, and those guides keep telling them, go get your person, I think that they're going to do it. They're definitely going to do it. We got a Six of Cups. They'll never be able to forget her. The elephant in the room here says, this is a soulmate connection. And you can fight it and you can say there's no way, she's above me, I can't be with her. But the deeper part of them knows, but she's my person. She is my person. I'm glad that they're finally listening like to that deep inner knowledge instead of the fear. The fear that was embedded in them is actually that voice is quieting down, and the knowledge of like, but I can feel a connection to this person, and that's bigger than anything. I'm supposed to go back to her, and that's bigger than anything. That is the elephant in the room. It is my Six of Cups. This is my person. I'm glad that this person is finally getting beyond the fear, you know? I don't want to go down the road of like, why was there so much chaos? Because, hey, we can see that this person probably had an awful lot of struggles in their life. That made them act in a chaotic manner, and we saw a lot of fear and a lot of lack of belief in oneself. I feel like this person didn't want to admit maybe what, you know, with that links there in the very beginning with that Eight of Wands that we saw in the reverse. I feel like they intentionally didn't want to, maybe they came in and out a lot because they were trying not to let somebody get the full picture of them, their weaknesses, their fears. So instead it's like chaotic energy, because it's like, wow, if you start to see too deeply into me, it's time to run, so you can never get the full picture, because they don't want you to see those missing pieces of me. You'll see what is missing in me, the confidence that's missing, the idea that, you know, there's fears that I have. I don't want you to see those. So as soon as we get a little close and you start to, you know, like sink into my energy and get a view of who I really am, I split again so that you can't put the pieces together. That's what I'm going to say this was all about. So very chaotic. And I think that, I think it was good that she must have said something, you know, a Queen of Swords is blunt. Queen of Swords might have just said, you know, you don't bring that chaos to me because it makes me feel like I'm not enough. And I'm not going to be made to feel like that. Maybe her saying something along those lines helped them realize you're right. Why would I let anybody make me feel like I'm not enough? Maybe that echoed in their head. Maybe that's one of the things that has helped them get beyond whatever that negative self-image was in their own head. They're coming in. They're going to do this. So good for them. I hope that they hurry it up. That's all I can say is I hope that they hurry it up, because that looked like it was touch and go there. They need to do this like now. So here's hoping. All right, you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and tune out, you guys. I've got other videos I want to put out still tonight. Thank you everybody for hanging out with me. As I always say, I'm a fictional storyteller. I hope you enjoy my art for what it is. If you do, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. It's the best way to let me know that you enjoy the channel and want me to still have the channel, and then I will keep doing it. So thank you guys for helping my channel to grow like that. It's really fun for me to see that also. You guys, thank you so much. Good to see everybody. It is my pleasure, Sybil. Thank you for being here. Thank you, everybody, for being here tonight. Fabian, mwah, lots of love back to you. Hey, Lena. Yeshua, good to see everybody. Thank you. Zara, thank you. Peace and love. I'm glad you were in the house tonight. Maria Ray, hey, hey. MC42. Yeah, that's such a great point. Absolutely. Oh, sorry, my nose is itching like crazy. My hair sometimes just gets in the way, even though I try so hard to keep it out of the way. Um, everybody have an awesome evening. I'll see you again in some of the next videos that I put out tonight. Okay, see you soon. Bye.